Good evening and welcome to Dungeon Crawling. Curse of Strahd, Friendship is Magic. I am your Dungeon Master, Mondo. And with us this evening is Cleve.
Hello, cats and kittens.
Crad.
Hey there.
Gilmore.
So,
Vinyl.
I'm back.
Kat is not with us today, but joining the party, we have Edie. She said hello, I heard her.
I'll take your word for it.
I think. Edie, we cannot hear you if you are talking.
You can't?
No, there you
Now
are.
we can. Oh, okay.
There you
I'm
are.
talking.
So yeah, we're playing Curse of Strahd. Edie is joining the group, and man, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right?
Living large and
pretty
balling
okay.
hard.
Alright.
We're still
pretty good.
alive.
Word. Who wants to catch us up with what happened last time in Barovia?
Yeah, so last time we buried a body. Of the two, I don't have their last name. The Yunovich father. And, fought, the Father Donovich's son who had been turned into a vampire in the basement. That went over super well.
Oh yeah, that guy was so upset.
Uh-huh. And then we skipped town, taking the Yanoviches away from Strahd's. Oh yeah, and we fought Strahd and his minions, and somehow didn't die. Mostly because he was toying with us.
And maybe he's just a punk.
Could be.
He's
And then
all
we.
talk.
Yep. So we drove Strahd off, and then we took off in completely the opposite direction that Mondo wanted us to. Going all over the countryside, away from the main path. Across a river where we almost drowned. And then got to the village of Vallaki, where Percy started seeing ravens that were talking to him and telling him to go to Eda.
No, the raven that said to go to see Madame Eva was in the forest. The
Oh,
ravens
forest
on
first.
the roof of
Yep.
the inn were just laughing at me after I threw
That's right. That's right. But we decided to ignore them completely and not go where we're supposed to go. So now we're at an inn, the Blue Water Inn in Vallaki.
Yeah.
And there's a festival in 3 days.
Yeah, there's a festival in 3 days.
Well, I like festivals.
And also, I'm pretty sure Kat paid some kid to tell some dude that she wanted to buy him a drink.
Yes, I remember that too.
In the stable.
Right. She doesn't want to buy him a drink in the stable.
No, she doesn't want to buy him it. Well, she might. I don't know. I don't know how half orcs live, man. And Percy has ordered like 2 chickens and a bottle of wine for himself.
Okay.
That's not very much for Percy.
He's trying to watch his girlish figure.
That follows. Okay. Edie, how do we pronounce your character's name?
Lazuli?
Lazuli. Okay.
Lazuli Vespers.
All right. Yeah, so you guys are now hanging out inside the blue water in. Let's bring you to that page again. Where there are a bunch of people hanging out about, doing their drinking and such, having a good time. Percy, you get your chickens.
Excellent. I mean, they're like cooked, right?
Yeah.
They didn't just hand me 2 live chickens.
No, it's not foul.
Perfect.
It is not foul. Whole screen is dark. There it goes. Okay. Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Percy's got his chickens. Sash has gone to the stables.
I'll get a single chicken.
Okay. Chicken. You don't want you don't want wolf steak. Wolf steak is very popular. We can.
I've had enough of wolves. I'll take a chicken.
Okay. How many people? The show of hands. How many people want chicken? So I can
I'll
send.
raise-
So I can send Boy back out for more chickens.
I'll raise my hand too.
Finnan will hide behind somebody and then raise both his hands on either side of the person.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Lazuli will raise her hand
Okay.
if she's there.
All right. He looks down at what one of the boys that's helping behind the bar, and he's just like, look, just go get a bunch of chickens. Apparently it's chicken night at the Blue Water, so go get chickens. So the kid just scampers off. We'll have chickens for you shortly. Don't be jealous of little man's chicken. Lazuli,
You set a trend, Percy.
one of the people you've been talking to, or just like sitting near, looks over at you, and they're just like, "Hey, little girl, you no longer smallest person in town." And he points at the strangers who have come in, and you notice that one of them, who seems to be tucking into 2 chickens, is indeed very small.
Oh, that indeed is a very small person.
Now people in town make fun of you slightly less.
That's good.
I mean, we like
was-
you, so it's all good.
I wouldn't have said anything, but it was starting to wear on me a little.
These good times. Ismark and Irina. Yeah, I mean they clear a table. Let's clear a table. Is there an empty table? Oh yeah, Thomas is at a table. So okay.
Yep.
I'll move over next to him.
And you guys probably overheard the guy was kind of loud and boisterous, so he was talking to some gnomish lady who seems to be sitting at the bar having a drink and a meal.
Percy, you're already famous here.
Oh, one day I hope to be as famous as Osborne the Great.
Tell us more about Osborne the Great, Percy.
I will, I'm gonna fly over to this gnome lady
Mm-hmm.
and look her up and down. And I'm going to ask if she also has a pair of human shoes like my friend.
And she'll look at her boots and she'll, I don't know what are the What's the standard for human boots or human shoes?
Is Fennon still wearing his human shoe? Because if he is, I'll just point.
Look, he's another small person.
No,
Yes, you-
I'm just a small person. That's me. And then he'll walk up and he'll be like, "No, those aren't human shoes. Those are gnome shoes. See, I'm a human. That's extra small. She's a gnome."
Oh, that's
As soon
that's
as
interesting.
as soon as Fennon says he's a human, Percy will just break out into raucous laughter. Because this is the funniest joke he's ever heard.
It keeps going.
Oh. I once met a Goliath who thought because he wasn't very bright.
I don't know anything about that.
Maybe he really was a gnome. He was just really tall for his height.
I suppose it's possible. If you don't mind me asking, what are you? And she'll kind of gesture to Percy. I don't want to assume.
I'm a fairy. Not a pixie.
Okay. And she starts looking at him like really, really hard. And then she'll kind of look at her book and start to sketch. Like trying to make it so that you don't notice, but she's not good at it.
As I'm hovering in the air with my bottle of wine, I'll give her a little spin.
Hmm? So what are you guys doing in town?
Oh, we're trying to keep her away from a bad guy. And I'll point to-
We're traveling entrepreneurs. We sell shoes to people. Yeah.
Human shoes?
That's why human shoes. That's why I go around saying that, hey, I got human shoes on. Because I haven't met many shoemakers in this forbidden land.
Hmm. I see. Isn't shoemakers? Aren't they called? Aren't you a cobbler?
No, that's a type of pie.
Okay. And she'll kind of look at you and smile, but like in her eyes, you just see that she's like, "Oh no, they're idiots."
The best around.
Shoes or pie?
Chicken's almost done.
Percy just pipes up. I thought we were trying to get Irina into.
Percy, aren't you hungry? I don't think you finished the last few bits of your chicken.
No, there's still like a whole chicken left over there. But yeah, I'll go eat my chicken. I don't understand why we're telling lies though.
Oh.
Sorry, Percy likes to make up stories sometimes. He told this one story to us about Osmorn the Great. Didn't sound real.
That person's made up.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Really, wow.
Wow. Does that mean I see through your lie, or we're just?
I think we're
Both
just
are
at an
valid.
impasse. Yeah.
Nobody knows what's going on.
like staring at each other, like,
Did you get a good a sketch of Percy? And I'll pull out my book. This is mine, but I've had more time to study him.
Should I just try a performance check to see if I did that, or how do you want to do that?
What are you trying to do exactly? Wait.
My sketch of Percy in the short time that I had to draw what I could.
Yeah, give me a performance check. I'll accept a performance check.
It's horrible. It's a stick figure with wings.
Like a really tiny one.
Yeah.
And she'll kind of look at it and she'll kind of like.
You have the proportions, right?
Thank you. It was never my best. Oh shoot. My best like subject, I guess.
Where did you study? Are you from Barovia?
No. I'm just here looking for my mentor. He kind of left, and then all of a sudden, nobody backed what I was saying at the school, and one dead body, and they look at you like you're going to do it all the time. I just wanted to see if I could find him and convince him to go back.
Chicken ready. You want chickens at your table?
Sure.
Are you going to eat with them at their table?
I suppose.
Bray, bring chicken to table. And the boy just starts bringing all these chickens to the table. He's looking at them just like, who eats chicken?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Bad feeling about what?
A bunch of dead chickens around a necromancer.
Oh, I'm not a necromancer.
I mean, that's out of character, but
She's not a necromancer. I decided against it.
Damien would look a little bit concerned and say, "You've tried to raise the dead before?"
Yes, once I found the book and I was trying, but I wasn't quite ready yet. It's too much, knocked me out. I slept for like days.
I see.
And then I never tried it again.
I think that would be for the best. Probably for yours and the deceased's sake.
I called into the arch enchanter, and she's all, "Oh, you can't go doing that. People will take away your credibility and all that. And then you have such a promising career in divination, and way for a dead body." And to say, I was just curious.
I reckon the enchanter had the right idea.
Maybe.
We already ordered our rooms for the night, right? And everything. We did that at the end of last session.
I believe so, yeah. It was like an electrum piece for the night. You already have a room there. You've been staying there. Like I said, the people have been like kind of like looking out for you. They don't want you wandering around Barovia on your own.
probably especially not if they've heard that story about raising dead bodies.
As you guys are talking, the two younger boys who seem to be like helping out around the inn, you know, they're walking around picking up glasses and such, helping the bartender and innkeeper, you know, serve things like chickens and just like they're barbacks, little boy barbacks.
Thanks for that, Mondo. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
I was all paranoid, asking Mondo, like, what's that shifty ass dude moving around for?
Well, I heard there would be a festival in town happening soon. Do you know anything about that? I'm asking the gnome.
Do I know?
There is a festival every week. Everybody is supposed to pretend to enjoy it. Most people do exactly that. They pretend to enjoy it. They are not pleased with the amounts of festivals going on. Apparently, the burgomaster believes that the festivals will keep everybody happy and not worried about their trouble. It's all bread and circuses. The last festival was the Wolfhead Jamboree. It was less than a week ago, and in 3 days they're going to be holding the Festival of the Blazing Sun. So you know that.
Yeah, I'll explain that. There's been a lot of festivals.
Oh. Well, I was kind of intrigued by this festival. I heard it's called the Blazing Sun. That's just, my god that I'm from. We worship Belenus, this Celtic. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of him, the Celtic god of light and farming and agriculture and all that. I was just wondering if this had any relation to that. We're far from where we used to be, whether we're cobblers or other folk in our... I look at Finnan's big old shoes as I say.
Luzuli, have you decided what world you're originally from?
Did you hear me?
No.
I was just going to use yours.
Okay, yeah, then you probably would have heard of, yes. You would have heard of that god.
I know if this festival has anything to do with that god.
I would say probably not, with the knowledge you have at hand. Like the gods here that these people worship, it's not necessarily. Yeah, it's like they've all been very foreign to you. All of these, what these people worship. But the festival of the burning sun. It seems to be what some of the people have been talking about. It seems to be more of a the sun never shines in Barovia ever, so they're just trying to get some sunshine in. It doesn't seem like it's a religious thing whatsoever, to the best of your knowledge.
And I will explain that as best I can to him, trying to be sympathetic to the fact that it's not about his god.
I see. Well, I was just curious. That's all right. This land seems far away from anything that might be from our land.
One of the commoners who's sitting nearby, kind of like overhearing the conversation, not necessarily eavesdropping, but overhearing the conversation, is like, Festival of Burning Sun, Festival of Wolf Heads, Festival of Muddy Boots. All these festivals. All will be well. All will be well. And some other commoners come up and they're just like, shush. Don't forgive, please. Forgive Freddy. He's He's too much to drink. Freddy loves the festivals, don't you, Freddy? Freddy loves festivals. And they just kind of like guide him away.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, no, Freddy loves festivals. Yeah.
hmm.
Well, in any case, I'll look to my companions. I think it's good we get some rest. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'll give a small bow and then probably go have some of that chicken before we rest up for the.
Yeah, Ismark and Irina, they're eating a wolf steak. They didn't want to upset anybody by ordering chicken, but yeah, they're at the table eating, just keeping an eye on things. You made a friend, we see.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe these friends, maybe they very helpful to you.
Maybe they what?
Maybe they helpful.
Maybe.
Help you find what you're looking for. Maybe they got your back.
Finnan's
maybe,
dancing on
maybe.
the table right now,
He's a little
Uh,
guy. He's
flopping his-
dancing on table.
clapping his boots around.
Irina seems to enjoy Finnan's antics. Ismark is kind of just like, I was hoping to keep a low profile kind of look on his face.
I don't know if he's seen who he's traveling with, but that's kind of impossible.
True that. Irina asks Thomas, she's just like, so, I don't want to be rude, but are so many people from your land so small? I mean, Percy's a
Who's she
fairy. Oh, she's asking Thomas. Yeah, I'm assuming you're still at the bar. Unless you've gone to like sit with the others at their table.
I'll go sit with them at their table if they'll let me.
I mean, I'm assuming I can hear her though because I'm right next to her.
Yeah.
I'll take minor offense at that. Just explain that I am normal sized and everyone else is just too big.
I apologize, Percy. Is everyone else just in your land, just not everyone, but are there many people just slightly taller than normal in your land before we get to giant size? That she looks confused and kind of like looks at Ismark and Thomas like I have no idea what I'm trying to say.
It's fine. He's sensitive. That he's also like insect size.
So Ismark is just like, yes, please, if you'd like, join us. Eat with us.
Thank you.
You all seem to be enjoying the chicken.
Percy looks over at Fennon and then looks back at Lazuli. Says, yes, maybe we can sell you some shoes.
Oh, I meant to say Damien and not Thomas before. I'm gonna get your name straight one of these days.
You're good. So he was like, are there these many small people in your land? All
Yeah.
I would say. Where we come from, there's people of all shapes and sizes. And the gods watch over all of them.
That's interesting. I mean, we've never seen such variety in people here in Barovia. It's nice, to be honest. I mean,
to see people such as us.
Well,
Refreshing,
yeah,
maybe?
yeah. I mean, everything's such the same day in and day out, and now we've met a normal-sized person and his larger friends, and just yeah. There's not a lot of people like you around. We haven't seen people like you. I don't mean to.
Well-
I hope that doesn't come off as offensive. I think you guys are great.
Not at all. I'd say aren't many people like Percy, even in the land we're from.
That's true. Most fairies don't like to leave their forest.
Why did you leave?
Because I was curious about the big people.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
I mean,
True.
I already knew all the stuff that normal sized people did. But the big people do strange things a lot.
What kind of strange things do we do all the time?
Like tell people we're selling shoes.
It's a new business. I didn't tell you? I've been a little foggy these last couple days.
And burying the dead.
What? What?
And the things you guys eat sometimes. I mean, I like chicken, don't get me wrong. But
You're not a fan of the wolf?
I don't know, I've never eaten wolf. But I had a cousin who was eaten by a wolf.
That's horrible.
Yeah, Irina looks horrified. I am
Oh,
so
no.
sorry.
He was fine. It just swallowed him whole, and he ended up having to cut his way out.
Your cousin seemed to have a habit of getting caught by all sorts of animals. There was that fish that caught one of your... Was that your other cousin? Or was it the same?
No, that was a different cousin on my mother's side.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'll look over at Lazuli and say, he was just flitting up and down on the water surface, and a giant trout came out of nowhere. Thought he was a mayfly.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
Based on what the other cousin was able to do to the wolf, I'd say you should feel sorry for the...
Hmm.
Or did that one get eaten?
We don't really know. We never saw him again.
Oh.
But we never saw the trout again either, so. It's hard to say.
Your whole family sounds strange to me, Percy. But strange in a good way, I suppose.
I'd forgotten I made up that story about the trout.
Mm-hmm. If people are starting to clear out, or once the place is mostly empty, Damien would want to look to the brother and sister and be like, so what's the plan now?
Well, I mean, so far it seems safe here. We've seen Novastani. From what I understand, I mean, they're not welcome in Vallaki, so that's good. Many of them are Strahd spies.
Just seems rude, though.
It is to spy for the Devil Strahd.
It seems rude to say that none of them can come in because some of them might be spies.
Oh, I guess. I mean, Irina just laughs like Ismark looks a little like he's worried he offended you. The point is, my sister should be safe here for now from Strahd and anyone he is sending after her. So, that's good. I'm not sure how long we'll be safe here, but for now, it seems we'll be safe here.
What's stopping him from coming here?
Didn't you see that wall outside with all the spikes on it?
Didn't Strahd come in like just flying, hovering above the ground? Like, how did he come in like at the church? Was he a bat before, or did he just like walk up?
He just walked up out of the mist. There were a lot
Okay.
of bats that flew in, like almost like announcing his arrival. But yeah, there was just a whole lot of mist all of a sudden, and he just like came striding in out of it, like
Okay.
like looking all badass and stuff. I would say you've definitely heard that the valley is ruled by an evil man named Strahd that most of the people don't seem to like, but a lot of people are afraid of. They're all afraid of him, and they definitely they keep their opinions very low and to themselves. It's why they don't trust the Vistani, because the Vistani are at best friends of Strahd's. Like, he has a special kinship with them. So most people don't trust the Vistani, even the ones that seem like they might be nicer than others. So yeah, I would say you've definitely heard of Strahd. Most people might not have told you like all the things he's done or capable of. Like I said, once you arrived in Barovia and found your way here, the family that runs the inn has been keeping. They've just been like kind of like taking care of you. They're just like seem to be worried for your safety.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're just like, no, you stay here. You stay here until something better comes along, until you find your friends, or until we figure out what to do with you. We're very concerned for your welfare. Barovia is not the nice place for such a small girl to be running around.
Do they think I'm a child?
No, most of the people who come in probably think you're a child. The innkeeper's children probably at first thought you might be a child. Like, they probably tried to play like childish games with you, like, hey, we've got this broken barrel and we got the hoops. Do you want to come roll the hoops up with the stick down the hill? It's fun. You want to see my Pog collection?
I'm good. I've got some studying to do.
Percy's gonna break out his giant slammer.
Yeah, so they probably haven't told you much aside from the fact that Barovia is dangerous. You've heard people talking about Strahd because he basically rules this whole valley. And yeah, generally people don't like him. People also seem to have mixed feelings about the Burgermaster of Vallaki, because he seems to think that like by having all of these festivals he'll keep Strahd at bay and make the people happy, but they're really just, some of them are just really sick. Some of the villagers actually believe that like these festivals do keep Strahd at bay, and they're just like, thank God there's another festival next week. I'll tell you, I get tired of all the festivals, but no Strahd, so that's something. You do notice, though, as you guys are talking and such, that the as people are starting to like filter out, the innkeepers do seem to be keeping an eye on you guys. Like they're watching, like curiously. It doesn't, not like spying, but just like quietly observing. I'd say it might be the best way to look at that. And pretty
Percy
shortly.
regrets only getting 2 chickens, and he's going to ask the innkeepers if they have any pies.
Pies. You like pie?
Everyone likes pie.
Bray, do we have any apple pie left? And the little boy helping the guy behind the bar, he nods and he's like, go get the pie for our little friend. Yes, no, we serve we bring you all pie. On the
Okay.
house.
I would like 1 apple pie, please.
Yes.
And then my friends can probably share a pie.
Do we have 2 pies? And the boy looks a little sad, but he nods. He's like, okay, no, we get you pie tomorrow. Yeah, go get both pies for these people. So the little boy runs back into the kitchen. He comes out with 2 pies, looking at them sadly. He puts them down on the table. He's like, here are your pies. And then he just sulks off, like kicking it in visible dirt.
Percy will watch him, like, and look down at the pie, look back at the kid. And he will ask Finnan to cut a slice of pie.
Will Finnan slice the pie?
He will. He'll say, "Now we're in the cobbling business," and then playfully swat at the little pixie.
I mean, I totally want to do the thing where, like, I ask Finnan to cut 1 piece of pie, and then I take the rest of the pie, and then the kid can have the little slice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you can do that. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. He seems really happy that you're offering this slice of pie, and he calls to his brother, and they both like sit down at a table, and they're sharing this piece of pie.
Now Percy looks at the pie, and he looks sad and asks Finnan to cut, like, another small piece.
I'll happily deliver pie.
Ismark looks at you all and he says, "So, what are your plans going forward? Hopefully, my sister is safe for now, and I can't thank you enough for helping us get here safely, and for facing off against the Devil's Strahd. It was more than." It was more than I expected, and it's more than I ever could have asked. And if there's anything I can do to help you, I'm
Well,
at
for
your
right
disposal.
now, I just pray that we never have to meet him.
After I finish my pie, do you want to go outside with me and throw rocks at the ravens on the roof?
Why would you do that?
Because they laughed at me. They weren't nice at all.
Are you sure they laughed at you or they made bird noises?
Like, how sure am I that they were laughing at me?
They were absolutely laughing at you when you threatened to put a fairy curse on them.
I am 100% sure they were laughing at me.
Oh, well, I guess.
They were just being a nuisance, and then I threatened if they didn't fly away, I would fairy curse them, and then they started laughing at me.
Fairy curse. she's not being sarcastic or anything. She like pulls out her journal again, her like book and all that stuff, and she's got a few pieces of paper in the back, and she just takes one out, starts writing. Has the stick figure picture of Percy.
And Lazuli, you would also know that there seem to be an awful lot of ravens around the town, especially at this inn. There seems to be a lot of ravens, like always, like perching on the roost. And most of the people, like in the inn, I mean, they treat them with respect. I was gonna say reverence, but that might be too much. But they definitely treat them with respect, and that they think the ravens are pretty cool.
I don't know if you know this, but I think that they see um ravens in sort of a better light. Like they respect them, and when if you start throwing rocks at them.
They don't throw rocks at ravens.
No, I saw my dad once throw one at a cat, but that wasn't here.
Your dad threw a raven at a cat?
Ah. God.
Now that is quite a story.
Oh no, it was just bothering him a lot.
The cat or the raven?
How did he
The
catch
the,
dad, I think.
the cat.
How did he catch the raven to throw at the cat?
Um, um, it was at a
Or was the cat
It-
in on it because he was like, "Oh well, if you throw me at the raven, then I can catch him and eat him."
I suppose that's possible, but I didn't hear that part of the story. I mean, I watched it happen. There was only a rock and a cat. I don't know where the raven came in.
One of the boys comes over and he says, "Thank you so much for the pie. Um, you should not throw rocks at the ravens."
What if the ravens laugh at you and make you feel bad? Can you throw rocks at them then?
Why would they laugh at you? I don't know why the ravens would laugh at you.
I don't know why they laughed at me either.
Did you say something funny? Maybe you made a joke?
I told them if they didn't fly away, I would put a fairy curse on them.
That is funny. It's a joke. Can you really make fairy curse? You look very small. Not to say small things can't make curse. I not say that. I just wonder. I never see fairy. You do curse?
I don't know. I never tried really.
Like Vistani, they can do curse.
I thought Vistani like danced and sang and played instruments and told stories.
You can do two things. Or five.
So they dance and sing and play instruments and tell stories and curse?
And somehow walk through the mist.
Yes. But they definitely do curse. You definitely don't want the Vistani to curse you.
How? What happens if they curse
One man he come, he say Vistani make him blind. He could not see. Another man come, Vistani make him so clumsy he fall down all time. One time, this man, he was very fat. He lived here in town, and he went out and he accidentally ran afoul of Vistani, and they say, thinner. And he started losing weight no matter how much he eat. And he just kept getting thinner and thinner until finally He go away. I don't know if he died or if he got fat or kept getting thinner. Maybe he got so thin you couldn't see him anymore. I don't know, but it happened.
That sounds like an urban myth.
Maybe the clumsy guy was actually not clumsy. He just became an alcoholic.
Maybe, but I don't know. The Vistani, everybody knows that the Vistani do curses. Everyone knows this. If you ask my ma and pa, they tell you Vistani, they sing, they dance, and they do curse when they mad at someone. They say, "Hey, I curse you." They do. He makes like some sort of weird hand motion. I curse you, blah, and people curse. It's not good.
It doesn't sound good.
No, but I don't think you should. I still say, please don't throw rocks at the ravens. We wouldn't like it.
Okay.
We wouldn't throw rocks at you. We like you. You gave us pie. And then his mother, like, has noticed him, like, engaged in this conversation with you longer than is probably comfortable for her. And she's just like, Bray, come back here and get to work. We need help cleaning up bar. People go home. It's time to clean. Come on, boys. You had your pie. Thank you, sir, for giving my boys the pie. And, yes, it's time to get to work, boys. And the kid just kind of grumbles, and he's like, okay, thank you for pie. And they get to work, like, clearing stuff off tables again.
So I guess maybe we shouldn't throw rocks at the ravens.
Maybe not.
I guess ravens around here could just be mean to people.
Were they being mean to us though?
They all laughed at me.
How do you know that they were like making fun of you though by laughing at you? Maybe they weren't laughing at you, but they were trying to laugh with you, but you just didn't know the joke.
I don't know.
That's what bullies say. Don't listen to him.
I'm pretty sure because there was these two orcs one time that they pointed at me and they laughed, and I'm pretty sure they were laughing at me and not with me. Because they were saying stuff in Orcish to each other and then laughing and pointing more. But I didn't know what they were saying. So I couldn't be laughing with them because I didn't know the joke.
You
And
should
I
have
also-
asked them next time.
I also don't speak Raven.
Maybe we can find a way to learn how to speak to them then. Someone around here must.
I don't
Maybe
know.
one of those Vistani.
These birds around here are different.
I mean, I have a spell that I can comprehend languages, but I don't know if that extends to birds. Tried.
I mean, I can normally kind of communicate with animals, but the ravens here are different. Like I tried to communicate with them and I got nothing. And not like nothing, like they were just not in a talkative mood. It's just like I couldn't get any kind of a read on them.
Hmm.
So, Ismark says again. So, what are your plans? Will you stay here in Vallaki for now, or?
I'm not sure. I kind of wish to see this festival, but after that, I would like to find some way to return to our. Someone surely must have done some sort of research or must know something.
Oh, we have to go back to Barovia and get a pie.
Why back there to get a pie?
Because apparently the pies there are really good.
I have heard that.
Those two brothers, they fought over their pie.
Oh. Well, that was from the one woman that we didn't want to... Was it the same? No. Was it someone different? That had the pies versus Eva?
The
Yeah,
pastry one.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
pastry
sure
one was
the
different,
pastry
right?
one was different. Yeah.
Okay.
What was it that made the pies, Mondo? Because I remember the dude said somebody came around and sold them.
Yeah, they said that the pies were made by... I can't remember her name off the top of my head. All these weird names. Such weird names. Morgantha. Morgantha is the one who is selling the pies. Or
Gotcha.
the pastries, yeah.
Well, Morgantha was also a woman that we wish to avoid, I think. Because whatever was in those pies was some kind of hocus pocus that I don't think we should have been messing with, and I still don't think we should.
But if it's bad hocus pocus, maybe we should stop her.
I suppose. There seems to be a lot of problems in this place that need fix. But
I mean, this place is awful, and I kind of want to go home, but I feel like we should try and maybe fix something while we're here.
I
We
fear that
placed better than when we got here.
I fear that whatever we try to, whatever evil forces are in this land, undo it. Still, I suppose you're right, though. We should try to help where we can. But I'm going to get some shut-eye now, because that was a long day. I'm going to sneak upstairs. Do. Here I go up the stairs. Do.
All right. So you go upstairs. Yeah, so you've got your everyone's got rooms here at the inn. You can all go upstairs if you would like. I need to check something real fast.
I actually want to go and see if there's still ravens on the roof.
All right, Percy, before you go to see if there's still ravens on the roof, you did notice as you were talking about like trying to fix things and how you thought this place was terrible and fixing things like maybe like stop the pies and etc.
I mean, if they're bad.
Right. The couple that seem to be running this place, they look at each other, they smile like, like not like a smile like, like they're dicks, but like like a, oh, that's nice. Like, I like this guy. He's talking about, something nice. You catch that smile. And they like that little nod and wink. But yeah, after that, you can absolutely go see if there are still ravens on the roof. There are.
Yeah, all right. There are still ravens on the roof. Huh?
Yeah.
I would like to go and sit next to one of the ravens.
Yeah, as you approach the ravens, like as you flit up there, they seem to make room for you. Like they like they're sitting there like all like on the peak of the roof, and they as you fly over, they kind of scooch over. They make a little room for you.
All right, I'll sit down between a couple of the ravens, and I'll look at the one on my left, and then I'll look at the one on my right. And then I will start jabbering away in Sylvan
Sure.
and see if they jabber back at all.
They all cock their heads oddly as you're jabbering away in Sylvan. They start cawing amongst themselves. Like, not to be rude, it doesn't seem, but as if like saying, what's this little guy saying? Like, and they're just like watching you and letting you jabber away.
All right. Once I get the idea that they don't understand what I'm doing,
Sure.
I'll stand up and sigh and sort of head back inside.
Okay. Yeah, they caw as you leave. It seems like they're saying goodbye. It seems like a bye-bye caw.
I'll
Caw.
turn. I'll turn around and give them a little wave.
One of them waves back.
Well, that's different. Like he just like flaps a wing at me or something.
It's exactly what he does.
Yeah, I'll just kind of give that one like a long, kind of a look, and then slowly fly back inside.
Okay. That happens.
And is anyone still in the main room, or have they all gone upstairs?
Ismark and Irina have gone to sleep unless anyone else wanted to talk to them about anything. I know Damien has gone up. So it'd be Finnan and Thomas and Lazuli. Am I saying that right? I'm going to fuck it up a few times before I get it right.
Lazuli.
Lazuli.
Yes. She'll probably respond to either one.
I'm going to write it down with 2 A's. That'll help me remember. Lazuli.
She'll go upstairs and go to her room.
Sash comes in like from the barn. She probably came in a little while ago and ate some chicken and maybe a wolf steak. I'm not sure. And yeah, she's probably gone to bed as well. But so you've got potentially Thomas, Finnan, and the folks like still cleaning up. The boys have apparently gone to their room.
I'll look at the bottle of wine that I was drinking,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll look at Thomas and Finnan. I think one of the birds just waved at me.
Nonsense. Birds don't have hands.
That's what I thought. But it sort of flapped a wing at me after I waved.
I think you've been eating too much pie.
I think I should go to bed.
Okay. Is that what you're
And I'm
doing
not-
then?
Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm bunking down with tonight, but I'll do my typical thing where I, set my little tent up on a piece of furniture in the room.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay, so Finnan, you're also going to bed. Thomas, I'm assuming, is going to bed as well. May still be on that work call. All right, so you've all gone to bed for the night, getting some sleep. Sleep is always fun. Sleep is good. It's good for you. While we were doing all of this, I gave you all a inspiration card. And before I go into what happens while you sleep, for Edie, so instead of regular inspiration dice, I use inspiration cards. You can hold up to 5 at any time, and
Okay.
you can use them on yourself. You can use them on another person. There's a whole bunch of different. I want to say I don't want to say effects, but I'm going to say effects. There's different cards. They do different things. And you
Okay.
can play them at any time. Like I said, you can play it on yourself or on somebody else. Especially since some of the cards might not be useful for you at all. Like, I mean, they'll probably be useful for you, but for instance, if you were a fighter and you had a regain a spell slot card, you could give that to one of the spellcasters.
Gotcha.
A lot of them will just grant you an additional d6 on a die. Some of them will turn a nat 20 into a 1 or vice versa. Does anyone have a really good card?
I mean, it's not super good, but it's kind of useful.
What does yours do?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That is pretty good. Yeah, regain any spent racial or class feature that requires a long rest. So if you got something that requires a long rest, a class or racial feature, and you've already burned it, someone could use that card to give it back to you. Oh, I just stole your card. I didn't.
No, I took it back.
No, not you. I stole Edie's
Oh.
card. I wanted to look at it and I accidentally stole it. It says it's stealing, but maybe I don't want to steal it. Don't steal it. I'm trying not to steal this card. I'm just kind of stuck on this like stealing thing here. Edie, can you see a card in your hand? Yeah. Or have I stole it?
It says steal request.
Oh yeah, don't let me steal that card. I guess like yeah, just say no. And then if you want, you can take a look at that card and like yeah. So you could just use that card anytime. Yeah, so it's basically just like inspiration, but there's you can hold up to 5 in your hand. You can save them up. Vinyl's got some saved up. Crad's got some saved up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, so you guys have gone to sleep. Sleep, like I said, is good. Sleep is an awesome thing. You all do not sleep well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I ate 2 chickens and a pie and drank like not surprised.
Yeah, your sleep is fitful at best. You're having all sorts of terrible dreams, nightmares, just really weird things happening. I'm going to choose one of you randomly. As I do. By rolling a die. Oh, poor Cleve. Poor Percy.
Poor Percy.
Poor Percy. Percy, you're dreaming that like there are undead everywhere. Like the undead are just like clawing up out of the earth, coming out of trees. Yeah, I mean it really fits in with like what you sensed
Right.
the other day. As you're trying to get away in your dream from all of these undead that are just like coming out of the ground, like some of them have fangs, some of them are just a zombie or skeletons. You notice a wagon off in the distance, like colored like with very bright colors and stuff. It seems to be calling to you like a beacon, like this is some place that might be safe. But as you approach, there's like a dark cloud over it. Kind of confusing. It's like it seems like it's safe, but I don't like that dark cloud kind of feeling. And then you hear a caw. Oh, go ask. Yes.
I was gonna say, is there like a nameplate on the caravan on the wagon that says Madam Eva?
There is no nameplate. I'm not that obvious. Uh, there's no nameplate, but like you do hear a caw. It seems to be like a warning, kind of like caw. But when you wake up, you do feel like you remember the dream, and it feels like it might have been important, or it feels like you might have eaten 2 chickens and like an entire pie, almost. So make of it as you will. The rest of you just sleep very poorly. But eventually morning does come unless there's anything someone wanted to do in the middle of the night.
Honestly, there was something I wanted to do that I thought of like Wednesday, and I can't remember it.
Are you a divination wizard?
Yes, I am.
Nice.
Those can both be very useful.
Yes.
Can.
Yes, they can.
I love that you knew exactly what I was doing.
I was like this morning 2020. I was like, yep. We have a divination wizard, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, since I don't remember the thing that I thought of in the middle of the week that was like, oh, I should totally do that. I'll just assume I didn't do it.
Okay. You wanted to do it like here at the inn, like
No, like I thought of something on like Wednesday that it was like I should totally do that in
Right.
Curse of Strahd, and
Okay.
I totally forgot what it was.
You'll probably get another chance to do it, I would imagine, when you remember what it is. Yeah, so
But
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Percy just kind of comes dragging downstairs, like he flies because it's much faster than walking for him, but he stops and lands on things and rests frequently.
Yeah, there seems to be a smaller crowd than there was when you guys first arrived at the inn last night. People are eating breakfast, drinking morning wine. It's like it's a darker wine. It smells delicious.
I would like anything but chicken.
Pie.
You know what? I'm sure they have eggs. I will ask for an omelet with a dozen eggs.
They do have eggs. I was going to offer you eggs. Lazuli said hi to you. I was waiting for you to respond to her. But yeah.
Oh,
So Lazuli, he seems to be ignoring you. He just orders eggs, and they're just like,
That's all right.
chickens, eggs,
It happens.
chickens and eggs. Yes, chickens and eggs, and they go off. Are the rest of you heading downstairs as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and then I will say hi to Leslie because I'm sorry I didn't sleep well last night. I had bad dreams.
Oh, you're all right. What did you dream about?
I dreamed about undead and they were everywhere and they were coming. They were trying to get.
Oh, that's not very nice. Hmm. Dreams
And,
about undead coming after you?
and then there was a raven in my dream too, and it cawed at me.
That might be because you've been thinking about ravens a lot lately. And you had a deep desire to hurt them with rocks. So maybe
really-
it was manifesting in your dream that the ravens will laugh at you because you're afraid of undead.
I didn't really want to hurt them. I just wanted to teach them a lesson to not laugh at me or fairy curse them. Ooh. And I waggle my fingers when I do the ooh.
Uh, well, sometimes can mean things. Like giving a presentation about divination magic, and you show up and you just notice that you're in your underwear. I don't know that one. I heard about it.
What's underwear?
Um, they're the clothes you wear under your clothes, like under there. And
Haha, I
um,
get it. Underwear.
I'll look under the table. Under there?
um, yes.
Why would you wear clothes under your clothes? How do you know when to stop?
I mean, it's like putting chocolate chips in cookies. You stop when your heart tells you to.
Big people are strange.
Big.
I'd say small people can be strange too.
Very strange.
Yeah, but I haven't met any small people. I don't know about that.
Yeah, what would be smaller than Perseus, right?
All I know are big people and normal sized people. Hey, we should go to the toy maker.
The toy maker. Oh yeah. Why is that?
I don't remember. Out of character. Somebody said we should go see the toy maker and gave us directions though.
Would you mind if I tag along? I've been in this town for a while, and I kind of want to maybe get out of here.
Sure, maybe we can find you a toy.
Where were you planning on heading?
Well, I'm looking for my mentor, so I don't exactly know where to even look.
Who's your mentor?
Uh, I didn't think of a name.
How much? How many clothes does he wear under his?
He wears a lot of robes, and sometimes maybe 3 or 4 at a time. He was kooky, but he was really, really um, he was accepting on what you wanted to learn. That's why I was able to learn a little bit of the necromancy thing, and without anybody getting all weird about it. But his name was Artemis McDougal, and I haven't seen him for a while, and some of his notes mentioned this place, so I went.
Hmm.
I haven't found anything about him lately, so
Well, maybe we just need to search a little bit more. You said McDougal? That was your...
yes, Artemis McDougal.
Gotcha.
No worries. Welcome back. I think. But okay, so your eggs come, your breakfast comes. You guys eat breakfast, and yeah, you could absolutely head out into the town, should you wish. You are. Where's my little party people token? I got my party people token somewhere. I thought I did. We had a little party people token last time, didn't we? Seems to have vanished.
I thought we did.
Vanished. It's vanished. Like tears in the rain.
Nice.
I'm sure I can find on other map. And drop a new token. Because you guys get to place token be here, perhaps. Token, token, token. Did it just go away forever? It may have just gone away forever. Let me just drop like anything on there. Oh, you know what? I definitely have it on the landing page. There it is, little torch. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are absolutely free to like roam about town should you wish. You guys are here. A little torch. Make it a little smaller. That's the Blue Water Inn where this torch is at.
So out of character, all I remember, I think, is they said the toy maker was like south.
Yes.
What's his name? I think it started with a B.
Blinsky.
Glensky, that was it.
It's no fun, it's no Blinsky.
Right, but also is creepy is Blensky.
Yes. His toys were very creepy.
And I'm pretty sure it was like south from like the convergence of like those 5 roads. Here. So yeah, I guess well, Percy and whoever wants to go with him.
I'll go.
Stick together.
All right. Because of things like map scale. Yeah, it's actually here. This house right there.
Wait, which one?
This one here. The number on the like pointing out where this house is like where you guys are at, but yeah, it's like it's here. So yeah, if you ask where Blinsky's is, you are told that Blinsky's is right about there, and you guys can head over to Blinsky's. As you guys are walking through town, heading to Blinsky Toys, you notice, there are people out and about doing their business. They seem pleasant enough. You notice something that you also had noticed in the village of Barovia. It's like a lot of the people just seem like they're just going through the motions. They seem very dull and, almost... I don't want to say lifeless. This is not the kind of campaign that you want to say lifeless in, because that implies bad things. But they seem slow. Maybe that's not great either. Very drab. They seem very drab, while other people do seem to have that pop. And those are the people that smile at you as you pass, and they kind of nod, looking at these strange folks, because most of you are indeed kind of strange to them. You also notice, this is a little more important that I would definitely like to, you see signs like posted up about the wall, about like the town. It says, "Come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well." It seems to be signed from the Baron. As you see these signs, there are a few people. It looks like 2 town guards with another man. And the man is telling the guards to tear down these proclamations, and they're posting up new ones. If you take a look as they like slap one of them up with some like cheap paste, it says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendance and children required, rain or shine. All will be well." Signed, the Baron. This is the first one. That they're tearing down.
So if each celebration is the greatest celebration of the year, then that means every celebration is better than the last.
That would
That's what they're
follow.
claiming.
You guys, we have to go to this.
I don't think we have much of a choice on it. It says mandatory.
Who is the Baron exactly? Are the siblings there with, or are they just still at the end?
They are still at the end at the moment.
Okay.
The man who is like directing these guards to tear the signs down and pick them back up. He is a very serious looking fellow. Let me show you what he looks like. He also looks kind of. He doesn't look like a nice guy. Of course, none of the people in this even the good guys look horrifying sometimes. Do I have his token here? I believe this is it. Yeah, it's him. Let's show you the dude. I said let's show you the dude. That's not it. Why am I having trouble showing you the dude? There we go. That's him.
He looks like a very friendly chap.
Yeah, no, he seems very friendly. He's the guy instructing these guys to tear the things down.
I think we should go talk to him.
One of his arms, as you're approaching him, he's got like these wolf pelts on and such. That's what he's wearing, like these big wolf pelts. What you notice as he's pointing at one of the signs, the arm that he's pointing at has got like these barbed spines on it. His fingers appear to be very long, and he's got these long nails, and that's what he's like pointing at the sign with this weird, strange arm, and he's just like, tear that down, put up the new sign, come on, let's go. Do it.
His fur looks very fluffy.
And he notices you guys as well. If you would like to talk to him, you can absolutely do so.
Yeah, unless someone, stops him. Percy's just gonna flit over there. Hi, I'm Persimmon Rabbleaf. Everyone calls me Percy. Who are you?
He kind of sneers at you, and he's like, "What are you?"
I'm an adventurer. What are you?
Adventurer. I am one of top dogs here. I am Baron's right hand. And as he says right hand, he kind of like gestures with that like weird arm again.
Is that his right arm, by the way?
Yeah.
I'll look at it and be like, so that's the Baron's right hand?
I am Baron's right hand.
What about whose right hand is that?
Who's asking the questions?
I thought we both were.
We both are. You haven't answered me yet. What are you?
An adventurer.
No, I mean, you're little man with wings. I not see such ever before in my life.
Oh, I'm a fairy.
I don't know why I speak broken common. Like, to me, it would be this, like, regular speech with accent, but I'm going to speak broken common anyway.
Just for fun.
I'm sorry, what was your answer?
I
I was
Said
distracted.
Yeah, no, said I'm a fairy.
Fairy. I see such in books, perhaps. You come out of book?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Nobody ever told me how fairies are born.
Well, no matter how fairies are born, you make sure you come, and he points with that arm again to like the poster that the guards are putting up. You make sure you come to festival. Attendance and children were required. So, I mean, you seem like child.
But I don't have any children.
Your friends also seem like child.
You
That
seem like a child.
that one and that. Excuse me.
Oh, um,
What do you mean everyone is required to attend? I'm gonna try and step in before Percy gets punched into the ground by his right hand.
Baron say all must attend. All people in Valaki must attend festival. Is mandatory.
What if we're not in Vallaki then?
If you're not in Valaki, there's no way for you to attend the festival. If you are in Valaki, make sure you attend festival.
Where's the festival going to be held in Valak?
All over. It's village wide. Everyone be there. But you know, the big things happen here in town in the town square. That's where big things happen. That's where we light up the sun.
You light the sun here?
Yes, we light the sun here.
I always wondered why it was bright every day. We should light it more because it doesn't seem to come out very often here.
Well, make sure you're here for Festival of Blazing Sun. You'll see we light it then.
Can
you're
you
going
light it?
to.
Then be
Light
bright
the
enough
sun?
for you.
Can you light it today?
It's not their festival, no.
But it's kind of gray, and it would look much nicer if the sun was out.
Maybe you wait for festival.
I don't know what people here have against sunlight. I mean, if it was my responsibility to light the sun, I would light it every day. Even on days when maybe like I woke up and I had like a sore throat or a cough, I would still get up and light the sun.
He gives you like a forced smile, and he says, "You nice little man. I go about my business. You go about yours. Make sure you're here for festival. You see sun get lit. I must get back to work.
Wait,
Thank
what
you.
was your name?
Sound,
You don't know my name. I am Isaac.
Isaac.
Isaac Strasny. Everyone in town knows who I am. You ask them, they tell you. Isaac Strasny. He's the right hand of the Baron, and they'll tell you probably to watch your step, so make sure you watch your step, little one.
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you, Isaac Strasny. Good luck lighting the sun. I wish you'd do it more.
He just turns away from you and just like pushes the guards up the street to like start like tearing up more signs.
I'd say you're a very lucky little fairy.
Why do you think that?
Well, I thought you were very close to being. Well, let's not. I thought he might have hurt you after some of the things you said.
I guess the child thing might have been a little rude.
Yes.
But I'm confused. If he is the Baron's right hand, does that mean that his arm is that way because the Baron has his right arm? And he had to
I
get a
think
right
it's
arm
more
from
of
someone else?
I think it might be like a metaphorical thing, like um, his number one advisor or his another term for it, like an assistant, highly regarded personal assistant. Well,
An enforcer, more like.
oh, he did have a not so friendly air about him.
Maybe he's sad because the mayor has his right hand.
I mean, I would be very, very sad if somebody had my right hand. Oh, no
Nice.
pun intended.
We're getting a little meta there.
Me too.
So it's not too much longer before you reach Blinsky Toys. It's a cramped looking shop with a dark entrance portico, above which hangs a wooden sign shaped like a rocking horse. There is a B engraved on both sides, like the letter B, not like the insect. Flanking the entrance are two arched lead-framed windows, and through the dirty glass you can see jumbled displays of toys and hanging placards bearing the slogan, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Well, here we are, Percy.
I don't remember why we were supposed to come here.
Thinks Sash wanted to meet with this man because he sold that one woman back in Barovia at Doll.
There was that, but like somebody told Percy to come here when he got into town. I don't remember why.
Mm,
Somebody was like, "You should go see
I
Blinsky.
remember
He lives here."
I think it was probably because you just seemed like such a fun guy, Percy, and maybe this guy's pretty fun. Makes toys.
Maybe. All right. Well, is the shop open?
There's no indication that it's open. There's also no indication that it's closed. There's just the
Right.
dirty glass, yeah.
I will jiggle the handle with all my might.
You jiggle the handle with all of your might. It seems to be unlocked.
Does it seem to be really?
No, yeah, it's unlocked. When you open the door, a little bell dings.
Look, another fairy got its wings.
And this man pops up from behind some sort of workbench. He seems to have been painting something.
I want to look and make sure he didn't pop out of like a box with the handle on it.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
He's got a monkey.
Does he have a monkey?
He does have a monkey. As he like pops up from behind this like table, there like this monkey kind of like jumps up on the table next to him, and he looks at you guys with a huge smile and he says, "Welcome, friends, to House of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or boy."
He's got that rehearsed. Uh,
I didn't catch the end of that.
How much for the monkey?
Oh no, monkey is not for sale. Piccolo is my companion. He is one of my few only friends, of which I have 3 maybe 2.
Well, my name is Persimmon Brambleleaf, and now we can be friends.
Now I
Now
have
you can
3, maybe 4.
Now that you have an abundance of friends, maybe you could let me purchase the monkey.
No, monkey. I'm sorry, monkey not for sale. I have plenty of other nice things for sale. Would you like? Would you like? Look at this, and he pulls off of one of his shelves. It's a It appears to be a miniature gallows, and it's got like this little trap door, and there's this little man like in a noose, and he says, "What?" And he presses a little button, and the little trap door opens, and the little hanged man like just drops through it, and there's even like this like weird snapping sound that comes from within the gallows. He's like
So cool.
9 copper pieces. It's little hangman. You know, you play hangman with kids.
That's rather morbid.
Um,
Percy will give him 9 copper pieces for that.
yeah, it's a sale. It's so good. Yes, here you are. I take your 9 copper pieces. I give you miniature gallows with trap door and hang the man. Maybe you'd like a headless head, he says. And he pulls a off of one of his shelves. It is a doll that comes with no head. There's no head on this doll. He's like, this is headless head. And it comes with, and he pulls out this little sack of like different heads. And he's just like, you could use this head. You could put on this head. There's this head. This head is one of favorites. And this one head he pulls that like he says is one of his favorites. Its eyes and mouth are stitched shut. Headless head, 9 copper pieces.
I'm quite curious about what happened to the body of that one, pointing to the stitched eyes and mouth.
No, this is I make this head for headless head dolls. This is his body. Unless you use different head, then that's head's body, yes.
Damien's creeped out. Doesn't know what to make of it. But it definitely matches everything he's encountered in this land before.
Maybe you have baby you like to buy presents for? And he holds up, he reaches under the table and holds up a, like one of those like mobiles that you put over a baby's crib. It's a wooden string. There's all sorts of like hanging bats, and as he like gives it a little jiggle, the bat wings kind of flap. 9 copper pieces.
Is everything 9 copper pieces?
No, I have this for 9 silver pieces. I guess I like the number 9. And he goes to a cabinet and he opens it up. It's like there's like glass doors, and he pulls out this like large little merry-go-round kind of looking thing. It looks like a fancy carousel. I mean, not super fancy. It's a 9 silver piece toy, but he winds it up, and then he sets it down, and this merry-go-round, this carousel, starts spinning. But instead of like the prancing horses that one might expect on a carousel, it appears to be snarling wolves chasing children.
Wow.
And it's like it's making like a, it's playing a little tune as it goes. It's like dun 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 dun. And then like one of the wolves kind of just like you hear like a wolf snarl. It's like a mechanical like dun 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 dun. He's like, it's fun, yes? Because if no fun, it's no Blinsky.
It's charming.
9
And then
silver pieces.
Leslie will turn and she'll start like, is there like shelves and stuff? Or is it just the counter?
There are shelves. All of the toys, if you're looking at the toys on the shelves, all appear to be creepy as hell.
I didn't expect any different.
Hey, Blinsky,
Yes, little man.
can you make me a black hood so I can pretend to be an executioner when I hang this man?
Yes, I have. Hang on 1 second. And he reaches into a box of dolls, and he pulls out a doll. It is an executioner, complete with axe. And he says, "1 copper piece. I give you the hood from this doll."
I will give him his copper piece.
He takes the hood off the doll and he says, "I believe fit you perfectly."
I'll try it on.
It fits perfectly.
Excellent. In my sternest voice, I am absolutely going to sentence that the little doll to be hanged by the neck until dead, and then jump on the trapdoor button.
He looks at everyone. He's like, "You see, it's fun."
What's your most popular item?
He looks a little sad when you say that, and is maybe all same popularity.
Ah,
Does anybody shop here?
He looks a little more embarrassed at this. He's like, "Not as many as one would hope. It's times have been better."
Have you? I'm still wearing the executioner's hood.
Yeah.
Have you thought about making nicer toys?
Nicer toys is
Like puppies and stuff, and not snarling wolves chasing children.
like puppies on stilts or the crutches, like crutch puppies.
No. Or or can you make a caterpillar that if you press a button on its back, it grows wings and it turns into a butterfly maybe?
Moth maybe is more fun.
No.
No, caterpillars can also turn to moth.
Yeah, but it's not fun. Moths aren't fun.
No, these all fun
Butter,
toys.
butterflies are fun.
It's all fun.
I think some things are more fun than others. I think Percy has the right. How long have you been a toy maker, Blinsky?
Yeah, I've been toy maker all my life since I was small child.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I mean he's telling the truth. He's been a toy maker all of his life, but he's just like it's I know maybe my toys are not conventional. I think they are fun. And maybe this is why not so many people come to visit anymore. Not I don't get many customers anymore. But before he was beheaded, my father said, "Son, do what you love." And this is what I love. I also love Piccolo. And he tickles the little monkey, and the monkey does like a little spin on the table. And you notice that the monkey is like wearing a little ballerina tutu.
Hmm.
It seems wrong somehow.
Yes.
How does the monkey look?
The monkey looks just like a regular kind of cute little monkey in a ballerina tutu. Yeah, the monkey doesn't look creepy at all. Unless you're creeped out by a monkey in a ballerina tutu. Yeah, I mean, there's like
Bit.
nothing like a little bit.
I,
There's nothing
Hey.
like oddly peculiar about the monkey aside from the fact that it's a monkey in a tutu.
hey, Blinsky, have you thought about maybe making a toy that looks like your monkey?
like headless monkey with different monkey heads?
No, like a
No.
regular monkey with a head.
Monkey with a head with noose around it. You put on
Mm.
trapdoor and a little gallows and press a button, you hang the monkey? I wouldn't want to hang the monkey.
No.
That's just cruel. She'll look in her bag and she'll pull out a little clockwork bird. She'll put it on the counter, wind it up, and it'll like hop and like flap its wings a little.
Oh, it's
Noise.
wonderful.
I made it.
Is maybe you is very nice. Is very nice. Maybe it needs a little something creepy. Can't think of anything creepy on a bird.
Teeth.
Maybe if
Human
you put teeth and beak. I think I have collection of teeth.
No, I like my bird.
He
the way
picks up
it
this
is.
jar. It looks like it's filled with like little tiny teeth, like baby teeth. And he
Where-
gives it a shake, and he's like, "You put teeth in bird beak."
Oh, where did you get those?
No, I make them. They're not the actual baby teeth.
Inside check.
Sure. Maybe he makes them. Maybe he actually pulled them out of like a small children. Look, you want toy, you give me teeth.
Like he collected the teeth of the from the children that his toys murdered.
Oh my gosh.
But you make clockwork. That's a clockwork. Very tricky stuff to make.
I never had quite the knack that other gnomes have, but I make do.
Tell me, have you ever heard of Fritz von Weirg?
Have I?
Probably not. You can give me a history check.
Okay.
The only time you've heard of Fritz von Weirg was someone mentioned it offhandedly to someone else when you were showing somebody at the inn your like one of your little clockworks. Like someone was just like, "Oh, it's like Fritz von Weirg."
Gotcha. I've heard the name, but I've never met the person.
Oh, he
Wow.
he is great inventor and toy maker. I have heard rumors that he has made the Clockwork Man, and from what I understand, it's somewhere in Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, that would be very interesting to see.
Yes. You know, maybe if you happen to find Clockwork Man somewhere, maybe I exchange Clockwork Man for Monkey. Little Piccolo.
Right.
Although I love you so much, Piccolo, you're such a darling. Spin for me. Spin. And the monkey does another little spin.
Where did you get him?
My other friend, Rictavio.
Oh. Who's Rictavio?
Oh, Rictavio is actually you would have heard of Rictavio. Rictavio is a man with pointed ears that you have recognized as a half elf. He occasionally comes in and drinks at the inn. And you know, most people just consider him the guy with the pointy ears. Not a lot of elves in Vallaki. He seems to be a bard, and he seems to have some sort of like a traveling like a little traveling carnival kind of thing going on.
That's the guy Sash wanted to talk to.
Yes. All of this stuff is so Sash related. She's not here. But yes, no. He says, "Oh, Blinsky, you're so lonely." So he gives me monkey.
Have you ever thought about making a toy that looks like your monkey that is not in some sort of peril or state of death?
Um,
Further.
yeah, maybe I think, but sometimes, but it's not. Maybe you're right. Maybe I could sell more monkey if it wasn't for a little bit of money Octavio gives me, um, and money I get for making these. And he reaches under the table and he pulls out like a whole bunch of like burning sun, like crepe paper mache, like suns. He's like, I make these for the Baron for his festival. I make festival decorations. Is the wolf one? That was fun. Wolves are always fun to make. Sun, not so much. Maybe if I put someone on sun, like, oh, I'm burning on sun. Haha, that'd be so much fun, right? Haha. But no, I just make a burning sun. But yeah, if it wasn't for the Rectavio and making decorations for the Baron, I would not be able to eat. And as you can tell, and he pats his belly, he's like, I do like to eat. Maybe I make monkey. Maybe you convince me. What I'd really like to make, maybe, is little man like you. Maybe if you, will you pose for me? I could draw you and make. I could draw you like a French girl.
Mm.
Second person today that wants to draw Percy.
He gets that a lot.
I think you'd be a very fun toy, and I promise not to make you too creepy, as you say. Like no little man with no head, no little man on gallows. Probably.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah, he pulls out like a sketchbook. He seems really excited, and he starts like sketching you.
They start making various poses for him.
He's like, yes, yes. Now, like tiger, like dude, like tiger. Good, good. Now, you're naughty. Be naughty. Blows a kiss. There you go. Yes, yes. Good, good. And I'm spent. No, he draws some pretty passable pictures of Percy. They seem like the kind of pictures like a toy maker would probably draw if he was going to start trying to make toys of a fairy. He's like, maybe I make one with bat wings.
Yeah.
That would be fun, right?
I want bat wings now. But don't forget to make one with my regular shimmering beautiful wing.
Sure, sure.
Maybe the one with the bat wings can be a secret crime fighter. Like he hides at night on the rooftops and swoops down on criminals and beats them up.
I don't know if that is maybe not toy you need, but this maybe toy you deserve. Damien,
Mhm.
as they're like looking at toys and like trying to convince him to make nicer toys, you notice a one doll on one of the shelves that looks remarkably like Irina Kolyana.
I'm going to grab that and I'm going to say, what kind of doll is this?
Oh, this doll is not for sale. It should not be on shelf.
Well, I'm still curious.
Oh, these are uh, these are dolls I make for Isaac Strasny. Have you seen him? He's the burgomaster's henchman.
I know
yes.
Isaac. We're good friends now.
He's his right-hand man, yes?
Isaac has friends.
Well,
Of course.
you have friends. Why can't he?
Isaac is not typed to normally have friends. Please don't tell him I said this if you are a friend of Isaac. I'm sorry, I should not have said. No, but this is dolls I make for Isaac, and he's very nice man. He has lots of friends. All of his friends, everyone is Isaac's friend. I love Isaac so much. I I love him.
I would like to stack 9 gold pieces on the counter and look at it and then look up at Blinsky and say, are you sure that doll's not for sale?
Yeah, positive. Yeah, not for sale, only for Isaac, my very good friend to all humanity, and lovely man. He's so lovely.
What if I stack 9 more gold up?
No, it's very generous, but I cannot. No, doll is not for sale.
Yes, but Isaac and I are such good friends, and I mean, I can take it to him.
Give me a deception check on that.
I mean, we are pretty good friends, though.
Would you like to use the 19?
Nah.
He kind of gives you a strange look, and he's just like, if I I don't think maybe you're such good friends with Isaac.
I'll look sad under my hood. I mean, it's hard to see. I thought we were.
No, Isaac. I shouldn't say. I should not say more. But
Do you
no,
know why?
doll not for sale.
Do you know why Isaac wanted a doll that looked like this?
Does he not tell you you're such good friends?
I didn't even know he collected dolls until now. He's probably embarrassed because, grown-ups and dolls. He's a big, tough-looking guy.
No, he's very big and tough, and yeah, I should not say more. He is very nice man. I love him so much. He is like brother to me. Are you seriously good friends with Isaac?
Of course. I just saw him today. We talked
Yes. So.
just before we came here.
Yep. No, he is very very nice man. I don't think he'd want I don't think he'd want me to deliver doll to you to deliver to him.
Well, if the doll is not for sale, then I'm gonna look to the rest of my companions and be like, let's get out of here, because Sash ain't actually here, so don't want to pursue that without her since she's sort of in charge.
Yeah. I mean, I could totally get that doll out of character. I mean, we can leave, I could turn invisible, I could go back in, I could shrink the doll, and just carry it back out with me invisibly. And then we could figure out why it looks so much like Irene, maybe. And then take it back if we decide to. In much the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we think doing all that's a terrible idea?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Blensky's dolls come to life and kill me?
I think before anything else, we should inform the person who that doll likens about what's going on.
That sounds like a yeah.
That does sound like a good idea. Oh, how heavy is my little hangman playset?
It's not terribly heavy.
All right.
Yeah. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm dating myself here. But Cleve might understand. It's probably about the same size and weight as like the original like Star Wars toy land speeder.
Okay.
It's like it's not very
Nope,
large.
I'm
not very
totally
heavy.
tracking, man.
Yeah. I don't know why it was the first toy that popped into my head, but that was the first toy that popped into my head. I am old. I guess they've remade it though, right? Probably like 1,000,000 times.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing one in the stores after, 1980 or so.
Any of you younger folks ever have a land speeder?
No, I was a girl.
I had Legos.
Okay.
Legos were
I
the
had
bomb.
Barbie and Bratz.
The land speeder was dope as hell.
It kind of was because like the hood came off,
Yep.
and I think like one of the panels that covered like one of the little engine things could come off.
And the wheels were like
Yeah, the
designed so that
wheels
like
under it.
yeah, it had wheels under it, but it was like designed so that like you could barely see them. So like when you pushed it along, like it looked like it was hovering. It was a pretty dope toy.
It kind of was, man.
And Luke could fit in there. And Obi-Wan and all the rest. The Professor, Gilligan.
Evil Knievel.
Oh, jeez. But now would probably be a pretty good time to take a quick break.
Okay.
Excellent.
And then we'll see what you guys want to do in Vallaki afterwards. And we'll be back in just a little bit, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for thanks for the raid. Take out Prism. Thank you so much. We'll be back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the worst toy shop in the world. During Chris Stride Friendship is Magic. All right, so you guys are at Blinsky's toy shop. You're getting ready to leave. You guys were discussing what to do next. What would you guys like to do next? Did you want to try to steal a doll?
That's
I
up
think
to
we should
Percy.
tell. I mean, I could probably do it, but I think we should tell Irina about the Irina doll.
Yeah.
And then see if she wants us to snatch it.
That's too much backing and forth.
It's like
not all that
100 feet.
Yeah, it's like right over there.
Hey, that might be easier for you normal people.
Well, you're just you got the human boots that lets you walk at a human pace.
No, it
Right.
doesn't. It probably hinders my movement, if anything.
You're the way I mean, I don't think it hinders your movement, but I definitely picture you like I love the image in my head of you clomping around in these big boots, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanically, it doesn't do anything bad to you because it's just more
Of
fun to have you
course.
clomp around in these big boots.
Maybe we could get Blinsky to make him a set of stilts that would like make his stride a lot longer.
We'll get him a trench coat.
If we're gonna get him a trench coat, we just need to get him like another halfling.
Like the Tomb of Annihilation goblins.
how
Don't
how
know, never
tall,
played it.
They
how
they
tall is the other?
they stack on top of each other. How tall is who?
Finnan? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
It's pronounced Fanon.
Nope. Definitely not.
A halfling or
Nah, just a small human.
Yeah, can't you see his boots?
like how tall is he compared to Lazuli?
I don't know. How tall are gnomes?
Foot.
Yeah. A foot? Oh, he's like 3 and like 8 inches, I'd say.
Is that with or without the boots?
Yes. You haven't seen him take them off, so that's what you got.
Hmm.
And how tall are you?
Me?
Yeah,
3 foot.
3 foot.
So yeah, even you're like almost 4 times as tall as Percy.
So did you guys want to go back to tell Irina or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys like make it back to the inn. Those guys are still like pulling signs down and like replacing them with other signs. People are pretty much the same way I described them before.
Is Isaac still with him?
Isaac is not with them at the moment.
Huh.
But you guys do get back to the Blue Water Inn. Irina and her brother are there, having some sort of serious conversation at the table, eating eggs. Since we have all these chickens, now we have eggs. They smile when you guys come in. They're happy to see you. Irina actually says, "I'm happy to see you."
I'd like to order another dozen egg.
Okay.
gosh.
Just like Boyle this time. I'm the cool hand Loki.
Sure. The innkeeper's wife goes off to make you some hard-boiled eggs.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, so they make room for you guys to sit down with them.
Okay. And then we'll explain to Irina and the brothers there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, explain like the situation and pretty much all the details with Blinsky. And there's the weird doll that looks like Irina, and Blinsky said it's for Isaac. And I would ask either of them if they know anything more about Isaac or this Baron man.
Irina knows nothing of Isaac or why there would be any sort of doll. Her brother, on the other hand, Ismark. He is like no, yeah, I've heard of Isaac. I understand that he's a cruel man. I've heard he has some
Cruel or
sort of like
cruel?
deformity on some sort of deformity with his arm or
Are we talking about his right hand and the weird nails and the?
Yeah, because he had to give his right hand to the Baron. So then he had to take something else as right hand, I guess.
Is that how that works?
Apparently.
But I've definitely I've never met, but I've heard of the Baron Valakovich. Baron Valakovich. He's the burgomaster of the town. Apparently, he's really into these festivals, and I know that Isaac is a henchman. I don't know about his right hand, but he's definitely one of his henchmen. But you say this doll looked just like Irina?
Yes. I couldn't tell you why, though. And Blinsky wasn't willing to share that information either.
Irina looks a little upset, and she's just
No,
like,
don't worry. We didn't tell them that anything about you or that we knew you.
All right, I mean, I've seen Blinsky's toys before. I mean, when you say the doll look like me, or is it like me with like skeleton hands, or my eyes plucked out, or I mean, I've seen his toys. They're atrocious.
Well, that may be, but this one seemed oddly normal, right? It just looked like her.
Yeah, it just looked like her. There was nothing aside from the fact that it looked like her. There was nothing creepy about it. Like it didn't have any sort of like extra.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This one's not very atrocious, and I'll condemn the figure to be hanged again and then step on this one.
They look a little horrified, but not necessarily in a bad way. Just like, oh my, what are you playing with? Well, the hood makes sense, I suppose. Now, I was wondering about the hood a moment ago. Yeah, I have no idea why Blinsky would be making dolls of me. That's peculiar.
It was to us as well. We should be careful in this place as well, I feel, unfortunately.
Ismark is I agree. In fact, Irina, I don't want you. I don't want you going out at all until we can figure this out. To which she balks a little, and she's just like, "You can't tell me what to do." If I want to go out, I'll go out. However, I do agree that maybe we should be cautious.
We also saw that I suppose everyone's required to attend this festival. Just be careful about people spotting you, I guess. Because I think this Isaac fellow might have something to do with you. I don't know what.
Yeah, they've said that we've heard that the festival attendance is mandatory. Apparently, um, it's punishable by time in the stocks in the town square. If you don't show up, if you don't have a good time, apparently it's punishable as well. So, from what I understand, they're keeping their voices a little on the low side. There are some, other commoners in there having breakfast or just starting a drink. Apparently, a good time is also mandatory.
I think we could have a good time.
If anyone could, Percy, I'm sure it's you. Ismark says warmly with a smile.
Oh, also, I could totally get that doll if you wanted me to.
They look at each other, and let's see. Let me roll a die to see how they feel about this, because I'm not sure how I feel about how they would feel about this. So let's give them a little. Let's give them a little. Let's give them a little wisdom thing. Where's my wisdom check at? There it is. Okay. We would really like to know more about this doll and why he's making them. I'm not sure it's a great idea. I mean, what if you were to get caught?
Sorry, you cut out. What if what?
What if you were to get caught? We wouldn't want anything to happen to you or to draw more attention to ourselves here.
I don't think I'll get caught. Fairies are pretty good about not being seen when they don't want to be. I mean, have you ever seen another fairy?
You make an excellent point, Percy. I've never seen another fairy. It may be important if you feel you can get this doll without getting caught. It might be a good idea to at least see how much does it look like me?
Identical.
I don't know. I think the ears are wrong.
Maybe he's just bad at ears.
I mean, he had a string of them, all carved out of wood. They look pretty realistic.
I leave the decision. I leave the decision up to you. Again, I mean, I would hate for anything bad to happen to you after everything you've done to help us, and we definitely don't want to draw any further attention. But if you feel that you can do it without being seen, I believe in fairies. I'll clap my hands or whatever I need to do. But
Just be careful where you're clapping them so that I'm not caught between them.
of course.
So I could definitely do with some help because, I mean, it would look suspicious if his door just opened by itself a couple of times.
Go in.
So if
I
somebody
can
wants to
request
go in and talk to him, and here's 9 silver if you want to distract him by buying a couple of his toys.
I feel like we should wait, right? He's probably already suspicious of it. Maybe we could attempt this once this door is closed and it's.
I think he wants us to go while it's open so that one of us can make a distraction.
Maybe,
Right.
but
That way
he's probably going to notice the doll's there, and then after we leave, the doll's no longer.
That's a good point too. But he's never seen Ismark before. So maybe Ismark could just go in and see about buying a toy.
Well, what if he has a doll of him as well?
I mean, I can look and see if there's a doll of Ismark. I didn't see one.
I think it's best that we wait until he's no longer suspect of us.
But what if he gives the doll to Isaac tonight? Or later today?
That's a fair point.
What about the innkeeper's kids? I could give them each 9 coppers to go in and choose a toy. Because kids take forever to pick out toys. And while they're picking out the toy, I can, I mean, hopefully they won't take more than like an hour.
But
I
then
think
the
that's a
kid.
good idea.
All right. Probably best that we wait here. I trust that you've got this, Percy. And I'll give him a thumbs.
So, sure, I'll go ask the innkeeper if I can take her children to the toy store and buy them a toy.
How are you? Like, what are you saying to her?
Hi, remember me? I want to buy your kids a toy, but they need to come to the toy store and pick it up.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
Yeah, that doesn't sound creepy
I
at
mean,
all.
they're like, those kids are like 5 times my size.
You
What
should
am I going to
ask.
do to them?
You should say you can come with them. The two owners.
Oh,
Well, the
yeah.
owners, I should.
You're welcome to come too.
Why do you wish to buy my children toy?
Because I haven't seen them play with anything except Broken Barrel Hoop.
The broken barrel hoop is fun.
And look at this. And then I hang my guy again.
You see,
Oh, and I pull out the executioner's sword. It's me, Percy, remember?
yes, no, you only ferry is staying at the inn, but we try not to let our children play with Blinsky's toys. They are, how do you say, depressing. Barovia is depressing enough without the Blinsky toys.
Maybe they could go, and you could go too. You could go with them and pick out like the least depressing toy.
Have you seen Blinsky's toys?
I'll point to my hanging guy. Yeah, they're great.
Least depressing toy I ever see from Blinsky was a doll of a little boy and he looked normal. But when you took off shirt, autopsy scar. Least depressing toy, as long as you keep shirt on. Not fun.
So no.
No, I prefer my children not to have Blinsky toy. If you want to,
Okay.
is there other reason perhaps you want to have me go to Blinsky?
Do you want to go to Blinsky's?
No, but I feel you want me to go to Blinsky's.
I would like someone to go to Blinsky's.
She keeps her voice real low, and she leans down so she's looking at you like eye to eye. I'm guessing maybe you're standing on the bar. And why you want me to go to Blinsky's? Why you need someone to go to Blinsky's with you?
I have to get a doll that looks like my friend. And I'm pointing at Irina.
Okay. She kind of lowers her head.
But Blinsky won't sell it to me, so I think I have to steal it.
So
And I need someone to be a distraction.
I see. So you want me to go with you to Blinsky's so that you can steal toy from poor toy maker.
Yes. But and then I will stack my 9 gold on the counter again.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably like waist high for me.
Right.
Maybe you could go under the guise of you feel sad for him that he's not selling toys, so you want to take him a big lunch that will have plenty of leftovers, so he could have other lunches.
She looks at her. She looks at the guy, and she says, "Erwin, I'll be back shortly." And she goes off into the kitchen. She comes back with a picnic basket. And she says, "Okay, let's go."
I'm assuming she scooped up my stack of gold.
Yeah, yeah. If you offered it to her to give to him.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so on the way over there, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself,
Okay.
which I do once per day. Like so.
Mm-hmm. So you are now invisible.
And when she opens the door to Blinsky's shop, I'm going to make sure to fly in with her.
Okay. All right. So on the way there, possibly before you make yourself invisible, she does say, "So, if we're going to rob Toymaker together, it's best. I don't know if you know my name. I am Danica Martikov." And I know you're Percy. You tell everyone. And
Well, we're not really going to rob him. We're just borrowing the doll for a while. Until we figure out to make sure it doesn't have bad curses or something.
sure, no, I understand.
And then we'll take it back.
Okay. All right, so yeah, so you're invisible. You guys get there. She opens the door and she steps in, And she holds the door open for like, for like a long moment, and she says, "Blinsky!" And he gets up and he runs through his whole spiel. Like he can't help himself. He's got to say it.
What does he say again?
He says,
Forgot.
"Welcome, friends, to House of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be brought at bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy? A little toy for a girl or boy." "Oh, Madam Martakov, it's pleasure to see you." "It's pleasure to see you, Blinsky, as well. It seems to me," as she looks at his, like I said, he is a heavy man. He is chubby. He's got some. He probably, I don't know what he's eating, but he's eating something. And she says, "It occurs to me, maybe you're hungry." And she drops the picnic basket on places the picnic basket on the counter. "Oh, you still have Octavio's monkey?" "Yes, no, the monkey is the only thing that brings me joy." "I see. Do you ever think maybe to make toys of monkey that are less creepy?" Someone tell me this earlier today. Make toy of monkey. I maybe consider. I think maybe I make toy of a little ferryman with bat wings." "Oh, that might be interesting. Eh, maybe some more raven toys would be nice. Make some nice raven toys. Not so creepy, but maybe people think a little creepy." You make good point. She says, "Anyway, I also wanted to give you a little donation. Something to help pay the bills until maybe you make better toys." And she drops your 9 gold on the counter.
Oh, I thought she was gonna keep that for the picnic basket full of food.
Oh no, she
Whatever.
misunderstood you. Yeah.
That works too.
Yeah.
That's fine. Do I need to roll? Do you want me to roll sleight of hand to
Yeah.
stop this tiny doll?
Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand check. And give me a stealth check as well as you're flitting about. You'll have advantage on that, obviously. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you easily are able to fly over to the doll very quietly without knocking anything over on your way, and you have shrunk it down to a size appropriate for your tiny hands.
Then it will stuff it in my shirt like it's underwear.
Okay. So you have a doll stuffed into your underwear.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
And so they're
Well,
just
just
kind of... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I'll just kind of hang out by the door until Danica Mardikov is leaving.
Yeah, she's just like she said what she said to Blinsky, and she puts the gold pieces on the counter, and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate maybe I give you so much money. I feel almost embarrassed taking it without you. You bring me food, you bring me money. I don't know. It's so nice, and I appreciate your generosity, and maybe I give you something." She's like, "No, I don't care for anything you have here. Like I said, maybe make ravens."
Oh, also, is there an Ismark doll?
Give me a perception check looking for an Ismark doll. Nope. Oh, wait, you know what, though? While you're looking for an Ismark doll, looking around the shelves and such, you see what appears to be some sort of ventriloquist dummy. And I'd say it probably startles the shit out of you for like half a second, maybe. I don't know how startled Percy would get coming face to face with like a ventriloquist dummy that looks like Strahd.
Oh yeah, well, probably a little startled.
Yeah. So you find that, but you do not find a doll that looks like Ismark.
Man, I don't like doing critical failures in Curse of Strahd.
So Danica just like looking at Blinsky, and he's looking back at her, and she's like, "Yes," and he's like, "So," and she's like, "Well,
You know,
enjoy
fly
the
down
food."
and tap her on the shoulder. I guess. I guess we should have worked out a sign beforehand.
Okay, so yeah, so you tap her, and she's like, "Okay, I go now," and he's like, "Okay, bye. Remember, it's no fun. It's no Blinsky," and she's like, "Yes," and she goes on out.
And I'll go with her.
Sure. Yeah, you guys are out. You got yourself a doll stuffed down
I
your
will.
pants.
Shirt.
Okay, whatever you say. No, pants. Shirt is fine. Pants is
And,
funnier, but
Yeah, but I figure with the whole not wearing underwear thing, people might get the wrong idea.
all right. Yeah, so you've got the doll.
And I want to stay invisible until I get back to the end.
Sure. Mm-hmm. She on the way back, she says, "I hope you got what you need."
I'll fly right next to her ear and whisper, "I sure did. Thank you."
You're welcome. I hope. Happy to help. And you guys get back to the inn.
And I'll fly up right behind Ismark, still invisible. Be like, I told you fairies were good at not being seen.
He gives a little start. Ah.
And then I will make myself visible and produce the doll.
Okay.
And I don't really have the power to unshrink things. I think they just go back to normal after a while. I hope they do. I didn't really think that one through.
Um. I would say that you would have the you would also have the ability to make it normal again. I mean that would make sense.
Okay, so I will unshrink the doll on the table after
Okay.
taking it out of my shirt.
Mhm.
I do it before, but then it would probably tear out of my shirt and stuff.
Irina looks very disturbed looking at this doll. Ismark is like, it looks just like her. Yeah, it does. I mean, we still have no idea why he would make this. I mean, I don't know of anyone who could check to see if there's a curse or something on this doll.
Oh, um, uh, give me a sec. I can detect magic.
Sounds as good as any.
All right. Do you want me to do it out here, or do you want me to go and like do it in a room?
Probably not out here.
Let's go. Let's go to my room. Come on, guys.
Title of your sex tape.
All right, are you all going up to the room?
Hopefully my boiled eggs are ready.
Yeah, they are. They're ready. Yes.
So yeah, I'm just gonna sit down there and eat eggs.
Okay. All right, casting detect magic on the doll, Lazuli. It radiates no magic whatsoever.
I got nothing, guys.
Title of your sex tape.
Yeah, the doll
There's, like-
does not appear to have any sort of magical anything.
Hmm. Maybe there's something inside of it? Is it like a porcelain doll or just like a rag doll?
Like a rag doll, I'd say would closer, but I mean, it seems to have been made very well. It's very. His other toys are definitely ragdoll ish like type dolls. They're made of like the burlap. I mean, they're well made. They're just creepy as hell. This appears to have been made with very nice cloth, very good silk. The face, the head appears to be carved. Same with the hands and the feet. Appear to be carved from wood and painted. Very well made. It's like Blinsky has some definite talent. If he were to make something that's not creepy, he'd probably be a very successful toy maker somewhere.
Oh, Leslie will start to like massage the doll, but like look to see if there's anything abnormal inside.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Nice.
This doll.
This game actually likes me.
This doll is it's a really well made, normal toy doll that looks exactly like this girl Irina.
I think this is just a doll. I can run more tests on it if you like. I could take it apart, maybe. I think I have mending. Let me check. I don't have mending. I should have had mending. I mean, I could take it apart or something. I don't know. We could go and bury it somewhere. Maybe they'll never find it. With it. She's asking Irina. Hello?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
trying to. What would Irina want done with this doll?
We just return it.
Irina. Kolyana.
Also, heads up, I'm probably going to need to go in the next 30 minutes. So,
Yeah, no worries.
2 a.m.
Yeah, we're gonna finish up shortly. Yeah, Irina. I don't want to attract more attention to my presence here. As distasteful as it is for me to have this doll out there, I don't know why this Isaac person would want a doll of me. I think it might be best to return it so as not to encourage any suspicion. I rolled a 20 on my wisdom check, so I'm making a wise choice, perhaps. Or what I feel is a wise choice.
Oh, you're cutting out for me.
Oh, yeah, no, I think we should return the doll. It would be a wise choice.
Mm-hmm.
Return it. Okay. Well, Percy can't do that and today, can he?
Technically not, but in practice, probably.
Let me see what I've got.
I mean, metagaming, I've got the card that gives me a ability back that I get from a long
That's right.
I'd rather not have to burn that if I don't have to, but
We could wait till tomorrow to bring it back, I think.
I kind of figured that would be part of the plan. Worst case
You
scenario,
shrink it
anyway.
down. If you can shrink it down again, then we can hide it easier. And then, yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah, but what if that guy comes looking for it tonight?
That's why I said we should shrink it down. We can go through all of our stuff, and he would never find it. Biddy.
How big is the doll normally?
Let's say it's like like about 10 inches high.
The doll's taller than you, Percy.
Yeah. So I mean, based on that, I could probably shrink it down to like. I don't know, inch and a half, something like that. I mean, I'll just take it back the same way I took it in. Just need to figure out like how to get it back in without making the door open and close a bunch of times with nobody being there.
I could go with you and go in.
Well, yeah,
I can-
that's true because like nothing should be missing this time, right?
Let's go do that. I'll ask him about his monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey,
Anybody else want to go?
Hmm.
I'm
Did all of
tired
us-
of that monkey.
Maybe
Pickle or the guy.
maybe Finnan can
Yes.
go and get him to make like doll little toys of Finnan and human.
He would only kill me in those toys.
Maybe like one where Finnan's human shoes made him fall down the stairs.
I don't like that.
Like there's a little tinier Finnan, and then there's like a tiny set of stairs, and then it like flops down the stairs, and you can have him like roll back up the stairs.
Like spider walking.
Mm,
Look, in
oh,
one shoe, stay on landing.
So yeah, we'll just do that whole process in reverse.
Sure. All right, so if everybody's heading back to Blinsky's, Finnan, are you going to Blinsky's with them? I know you're tired of the monkey. But...
Nah. I'm gonna talk to people at the inn and see what the general mood of the town is with all of these fairs and stuff.
Sure. Okay. So as you guys are going back to Blinsky's, yeah. So there's some commoners at the inn, like just general people. Did you want to talk to like commoners? Did you want to talk to like the innkeeper or his wife? She's back to work now that she didn't have to go on a spy mission.
I just want to know like why these people seem mostly spared from the troubles of the land around them.
Sure.
Like, yeah, it's cloudy and gray, but that's this whole area.
All right. So you're talking to the locals, like you start speaking to a guy. His name is Igor. Igor seems to have some good information. So, well, some people think that the festivals that we have every week, it's been going on for years since I was. I'm 27 now. First festival I remember, I was little boy. Maybe I was 5. They probably happened before that, but this is first festival I remember. It was festival of the Burning Man, and so some people think that all these festivals that the Baron puts on make Strahd stay away. Personally, I think they provide no protection whatsoever. It's just dismal affair. It's just, it's terrible. It's every week. It's like, oh, we do this. Everybody laugh. Everybody clap. Everybody happy. It's
So, you said that you've been doing this since you were 5.
At least.
And it was the same mayor.
Oh yeah, he's been the Baron is he's been in charge
Baron.
since before I was little boy. Since like my parents were probably not little, but you know, he'd been around for how long? Maybe 20, 30 years. Maybe 30 years. He'd be in charge.
And your parents always remember there being fairs.
Since well, I mean they're dead now, but
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
oh, it's cold.
Didn't mean
Ever since he come into like power here, before once his father died, yeah, it's like always festival.
Always festival.
Every week festival.
And if there's no point to festival, why does he do festival?
Well, he think their point to festival. Other people in town think their point to festival. My dad,
Did
he
his
told
father
me.
do festival?
I don't know. You have to ask someone older than me. But
Who's older than you?
this guy next to me here. His
All
name
right,
is,
let me talk to him. Thank
okay, sure.
you.
Yeah.
Hi, older man.
Hello.
I am small human.
Hello, small human. I like your boots.
Thank you. I was wondering, did previous Baron do festival?
Yeah, previous Baron, he do occasional festival, not like this though, not like every week festival.
Ah. What do you think of current Baron?
He's good. He have festival.
You like festival.
Yeah, festival. Keep Strahd away. Everybody happy. Strahd like, oh, people happy. I stay away now.
Why would he care if we were happy? And why would that make him stay away?
Cause he is like, happiness make me sad.
Wouldn't he just kill us all then? If he didn't like us and we're here in his land?
But
And he just,
festival, the happy from festival, keep him away. He can't come kill us because he's like, oh, happiness is barrier against Strahd. It is
Right, but
Strahd's
he is-
kryptonite. You have kryptonite? Where you from? Short human man?
I have no idea what that word is, but he has minions, right? Wouldn't they just come in and kill you all?
You raise a good point, but that's why we have wall.
Does anybody man the walls?
Oh yeah, no, with many guards on wall.
Ah. Interesting.
I mean,
Then why wouldn't they attack you if you left the walls?
well, I mean, we never leave walls.
How do you get food?
Oh, you mean like to go out? Like, yeah, during day we go out. Sometimes people get.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, sometimes on the old Svalich road.
Okay.
Yeah, wolves get us. But when you come into town, you see all wolves on the spikes.
Yeah, they do make many wolf steaks.
Yeah, and we get wolves too.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not good to go out alone when you're going to like get food or groceries, or if you're going to like maybe pick up a pack of smokes or something from Barovia. There's a good smoke shop in Barovia. It's not good to go alone because the wolves come. Yeah, sometimes weird people. They're like, they come out falling
Like-
apart all over.
So like undead?
Yes,
Like
undead.
zombies?
Right. Yes, zombies. That's the word.
Have they been known to attack us? Here in this town?
Sometimes they come to walls and they like and they bang on walls, and guards on walls. They have the good pole arms, and they just like they stab them until they fall down, and then we burn them.
Ah. Do you bury people inside the walls?
Such good questions this little human man with the good shoes asks. Let me
I
see
just-
if there's cemetery on map. If not, then
Yeah.
I say we probably bury them outside the walls.
Okay.
um, sometimes we bury them outside the walls, depending on their personal beliefs. Quite often, we will, burn them. We do have some catacombs. There's many ways to get rid of bodies. Yes, but burning is a good way to make sure they don't come back. You cut off head, you burn the body. But some people like, no, I don't want that. So what we do is we make special coffin for these people, and you put spike in coffin. So when you close lid, holds them there.
Ah.
I mean, not all coffins like that, just, but some of them.
I would like to buy such coffin. Where could I go to buy a coffin like that?
Oh, you can go to Coffin Maker. There is a coffin maker here in town. He's a good man. He makes all the coffins.
I will go and visit the coffin maker, and then you can transition over to the other people.
Okay. All right, so you guys have head back to Blinsky's. The door opens. The bell rings. Welcome, friends, to the House of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain price. Oh, it's you guys.
Thank you.
Hello.
Well, it's her because Percy's invisible.
Was anyone
I'm
else?
there.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Maybe you come back for Toy. It's the
No,
merry-go-round?
It's gonna. Well, when
Headless
when,
Ed.
What?
Headless Ed. You come for Headless Ed.
I wanted to see Piccolo, and I wanted to ask you, if I were to get my own monkey, like, how best do you take care of him? Because he seems very happy. How do you take care of him? Like, what do you feed him?
How did you even manage to get him?
My friend Octavio, he gives me monkey, and I give him apples, and we eat the apples, and we have sometimes I give him cheese, and I pet him, and I comb his little body with this brush I make, and he pulls out this brush, and it's got like a like skulls all over it and stuff, and he's just like like smiling skulls. He's like, with the little happy skull brush, and he starts like brushing the monkey's fur. But we eat lots of apples, nuts when we can get nuts. Nuts. However,
Gotta
one would
figure
say
out my-
nuts with a Russian accent, yeah. Nuts. Apples. Lots of apples.
All right.
But we never see monkey here in Barovia before, so this is only, to best of knowledge, only monkey in Barovia.
I see. Well, maybe somebody else will come in with one, and I'll be able to buy one from them.
Maybe you find me Clockwork Man, and I give you monkey. No, there are no bananas. There are no bananas in Barovia. Definitely apples.
While they're having this conversation, I will take the doll and put it back on the shelf and unshrink it.
Yep. Give me a stealth check and a sleight of hand check.
Would you like to use my? Oh wow, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the doll back up on the shelf quietly while Blinsky is distracted. You place it so that like when you unshrink it, it does not like knock anything over. It's right back where you took it. Right next to the ventriloquist dummy that looks like Strahd.
Awesome.
Who's like, as it looks at you, it's like the jaw drops a little, and like you can see like his canines You know, they're not fang-like necessarily, but they're a little longer than. But yeah, his like just jaw just drops a little, like as it looks at you. Like that, it's like eyes don't move to look at you. It just happens to be looking at you.
That's pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go and again, we should have worked out a signal beforehand on this.
So, yeah, so yeah, if you could find me Clockwork Man, I give you Monkey. He like ye apples.
Maybe. I'll see what I can do.
Is there any other reason you come back here? It's like just to talk about Monkey, not to maybe buy the bets or. Oh, maybe you like nesting dolls. You ever see? He pulls out this like set of like nesting dolls, like and he unscrews the top half, and it's like it looks like, you know, it looks like the your typical nesting doll, Russian nesting doll, of like, you know, like a woman with a babushka. But as he like uncaps like each one, it appears to get older and older. So it's like it's just she's getting older, and then he takes the top off the next one, and he's just like, yeah, look, she gets older, older, older. And the smaller each one gets, the older it gets, until the innermost doll is just like a mummified corpse. He's like, look, and now she's mummified corpse. It's fun. It's Blinsky. 9 copper pieces.
I don't know about that. Thank you anyway, though. And she'll.
I do have an idea for one though. Do you remember the short man that came in with us earlier? He had the big human shoes on. For his
Yes.
big human.
Yes, little human man with big human shoes.
I think you ought to make some sort of doll out of him. I mean, don't you think he'd make a fun doll?
He might make fun doll. Like, what do I do to make special? It's like, oh, my shoes are so big, I fall downstairs.
Stair, that's a good idea. Hey, like, and maybe the stairs, like maybe there's like a floorboard in the middle that sort of like it falls through sometimes, maybe?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Yeah, and maybe when he land at the bottom of stair, there'd be like little crack. Like maybe he broke his leg, maybe he broke neck.
I don't like.
Oh, I mean, I think that might be a little bit too far. That doesn't sound very fun. I like the fun that we had before. Where it's like a chance, you know, when you had the wolf head before that made the sound,
Right.
but you don't know when it's going to make the sound. You don't know if it's going to if he's going to fall through the floor or not.
I see. Okay, so we pull the fun back just a little.
Just a little bit. It might be too much fun for some people.
It's too much fun. Maybe it's not Blinsky. Okay, I see. I see where you're going with this. Okay. Hey, yeah, no, maybe I start when I'm done with all of these burning sun decorations. I start to work on that. It's a good idea. If it do
There you
well, I cut you in.
Oh, you don't need to do that. Just let me know how successful it is.
Yeah, I will. I will. Thank you.
My pleasure. Let's get going now.
Okay, well, come back anytime. It's like this is most people I've have in store in one day in like years. So you come back anytime you want. You guys kind of nice.
You take care, Blinsky.
Farewell. Remember, it's no fun. It's no Blinsky.
And I will open up the door for a long time to make it look like I'm being a gentleman for like the little gnome girl, but really I'm just like waiting on a. Well, I'm doing that also because I'm a nice guy, you know, but also for the little fairy that I don't know
Right.
if they pulled it off yet or not. So I'm just gonna open up for a while and hope he goes.
I would say that like as you were talking, if you were like looking around at the shelves, you would have noticed that the doll was back.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Leslie will thank him, not like thinking that anything about Percy.
Yeah, I'll fly out through the open door because I was just kind of hanging around there after, I put the doll back anyways.
Cool, cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you've put the doll back. Finnan is on his way to the coffin maker shop, but I think this would probably be a good place to end it for the evening. So we have
Okay.
Finnan on his way to the coffin maker shop. You guys have returned the doll to Blinsky's. And yeah, thank you so much guys for playing. I'm sorry things were a little slow paced today.
All good.
No problem.
No, we were trying not to do anything important without Ken
Yeah. And
and then without
Thomas gone.
yeah,
Yeah,
Gilmore.
Gilmore had to drop off work related stuff.
Mhm.
Now, Kat is going to be away for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
So what I was thinking was, I mean, I could do a like based in Barovia, we could do like a 2-shot kind of thing with some different people doing something else in Barovia. I could make up some some quick 1-shot type characters or something, or would you guys be interested in doing that?
Sure. Like, what level were you thinking and such?
You know what? You tell me what since it's just going to be like a 1-2 shot kind of thing. I will tailor it to whatever level you guys want to play. Like what sort of level would you guys want to like?
We ought to go higher because I don't really have too many. I don't know. I speak for myself here,
Right.
but I don't think there's too many times many people are able to just play higher level. I'm not saying crazy high or whatever,
Right.
but
Yeah, I
like
understand.
the 5 to 9, 5 to 10 level range, something around there.
Sure, that sounds fun.
Let's try running through Death House at level 1 again.
Oh,
Hmm.
I don't know. You guys know too much about Death House already. Maybe I could make it interesting. I don't know. We'll see. So let's All right. So we've got a couple of ideas. We can rattle off some more ideas in Discord throughout the earlier part of the week, so I have some time to set it up. But I mean, yeah. So I can do some like like let's say like 10th level characters. I'll do some like quick, or I mean, I can even have you guys make your own like 10th level characters. We could set it up Character Mancer, and I will come up with something there. I think that'd be better than Death House. Death House was fun, but yeah, it's like it was more fun for me, I think, than anyone else.
What was more fun for you than anyone else?
Death House,
Oh,
and it was
it
like
was
stressful.
rough. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
it was also stressful for me. I mean, it was kind of like, oh my god, like this is. The fun was like in the stress, I think.
I mean, I can imagine it was stressful. You're probably sitting around the whole time like, how do I not kill these jerk offs?
It's really hard, and it didn't work. It killed-
I thought it was done with Death House, like you were saying that the encounter like expects the group to like take a long rest so they can level up to level 2. But why would you ever want to take a nap in this spooky place? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're supposed to like take a long rest where you can level up. There's no, it's just like no, you guys are just like level 2 because who's gonna go to sleep here? You can't get out. It's not like your
Yeah.
typical dungeon where you can be like, all right, let's get out of here, get some sleep, and we'll come back in the morning.
Like gives the impression that like something bad is gonna happen any second. So yeah, you don't want. Oh well. It
All right.
was fun though, I'll admit.
It was. I did have fun with it. But I think it's a hell of a way to like bring a character from 1st to 3rd level. It's just like, yeah, no, if you're gonna start at 1st level, this is how you do it. Run Death House. And then when they're all dead, you just have them start characters at 3rd level.
See, when we ran it about almost 2 years ago, my character was the only one who died.
We had
I think we only had one who was conscious at the end of Death Out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, because
we did it the wrong way.
And then I hope I'm right about this, but Crad, wasn't it you that was like, I'm gonna make sure that the wizard is dead?
No, that was Vinyl's character.
Oh, right.
I was unconscious. I had no say in that shindig.
he dragged, like Vinyl, your character dragged Crad's character out because he was your cousin. And then,
Weird, because the party wanted to drag my character out as well, and I'm like, no, just leave her.
I mean,
She's dead.
I probably would have done a lot better if people hadn't like slid me through blade doors a few times.
All right, but I'm gonna get off now.
Okay,
Thanks for
yeah.
putting this together, though.
You're welcome. Thanks
And
for
it was
playing,
nice
guys.
meeting you, Edie.
Ew.
All right.
Did I say it right, Edie?
Yeah, Edith. Short for-
Edith. Okay, gotcha.
All right, and so we will be back next week. We're gonna do since Kat will not be with us for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, Gilmore will also be fully with us next week, and we're gonna do like a little Barovian something. We're gonna do something in Barovia. Thanks for watching,
All right.
everybody. Have a good night. See you next week.
All right, see you guys.